A very warm welcome back, and thanks for joining me for more in my no-nonsense guide to buying a home. It's a process with several vital steps, and in this episode we've reached the exciting, if slightly nerve-wracking stage of actually making an offer. If you haven't already, then do please make sure that you've grabbed one of my Move IQ property reports on your potential new home. One of these property reports will give you price comparisons with similar properties in the local area. It'll give you insights into planning permissions granted nearby and a host of other property specific information that really could give you a valuable point of negotiation. They are super useful. There's a link with this episode to get your property report instantly. And I really do stress that because they are designed, or they are bespoke to the specific postcode, the specific house that you might be interested in. So how do you go about making an offer, especially if you've never done it before? Well, you need to pitch your opening offer right. And the only way that you can do this is, well, first of all, by knowing what similar properties are selling for at that time in that area. And that is, of course, where our Move IQ property report is invaluable, because it helps you with that. Then find out from the estate agent if the seller has had any other offers, if they want to sell quickly, and perhaps how open they might be to negotiating. This hopefully gives you an idea of whether there's any wiggle room. Regardless of whether there is or not, never offer more than you can afford. Have an absolute top price fixed in your mind before you start making offers and getting involved in the whole process and getting emotional about it. Set your boundaries to start with. Deducting 10% from the asking price is a general rule of thumb, but I promise you it really is a general rule of thumb, not much more than that. But if you wanted a guideline, that would probably be it. Remember, many sellers will consider a lower than asking price offer if you seem like a really good buyer. What makes a good buyer, I hear you ask? Well, you need to be organized, you need to be responsive, you need to appear committed. You want to demonstrate that you are somebody who they would wish to do business with. For instance, if you have a mortgage in principle, or if you're a cash buyer, or if you have a really good buying chain already in place and you're able to show that you're ready to go and ready to perform. And that is all really good news. Without any of these things, then sellers might start to think that they're likely to be in for some delays, and they start to doubt it or doubt you. You want to come across as serious about buying the property without revealing how much you're prepared to spend, or without being too enthusiastic about this being your dream home. Even if you present your offer verbally, do please make sure that you also back it up, put it in writing. Confirm it, explain how you've come to your figure. So make the offer, put it in writing, and explain where you've reached that figure from. That really helps. Legally, the estate agent must pass your offer to the seller. They have a duty to do that. Include your buying position, such as whether you're chain free, what percentage deposit you have, and your time scale. I think it's fair to say that being able to demonstrate flexibility with the move-in date is usually a plus. If your first offer is a low one, assume that it's going to be rejected. That's okay. This is a process. It's negotiations. What happens? So if it is rejected, find out whether that's to do with the price, or whether it's to do with the timescale, or your general buying position. And then you can decide whether you can or whether you will improve any of these elements. If it is your perfect home, or if there's a lot of interest, and only if you genuinely have more in your budget, then you might negotiate. Don't offer more than the asking price unless someone else has already matched that asking price, or if you really are desperate to get this property and feel in your heart of hearts that it is a fair price to pay in the market, or given the market conditions at the time. If nobody else is interested, nobody else sniffing around it, then take your time. Take your time over a second offer. Scratch your chin, draw it out a little bit. You can remain interested without actually changing your bid. So keep involved, keep communication going. Okay, recap. Know your budget, start below your maximum, do your research to pitch your price right, fairly, increase your offer only if there's competition or if it's the perfect property and you really must get it. Don't worry about memorizing all of this, as there is a really good step-by-step guide to making an offer in our free ebook that accompanies this series. It's all there. There's a link in the notes. Just follow that and we'll send it to you straight away. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is all about what happens when your offer is accepted and, of course, what to do next. See you then.